Hey everybody. I remember this one time I was appointed as a fiscal agent on a real estate court, by a court order, which is basically like a bankruptcy receivership for a piece of property. If there's tenants there and there's rent to receive, it's usually called a rent receivership, which I've done a lot of. And if there's no tenants and it's just a vacant piece of land or building, it's usually called a fiscal agent because there's no rent to receive. This one time we were appointed on this property in Newark, and we go out to the property, and we get in, and there's another story about getting in and how the door was chained shut and dogs around the perimeter, but I'll save that for another time. But we get in, and we go down to the. First of all, I was with the security guy who will remain nameless, and as he goes in the building, he sticks his head and he listens. He sticks his head out. He comes back out. He says, "Hey, you," and he calls this bum over, and he says, "Do me a favor." He says, "Go in there, and as you're walking," he says, just do me a favor and walk down the hallway." I said, "What are you doing?" He goes, "If there's a dog in there, one of these wild dogs, which drug dealers use to watch their stash houses," which is what he's worried about. He said, "Just $5 going out. It's easier for me to shoot the dog if it's on him, if it's going after him, than if it's coming after me." I swear to God, true story. But we go into the building, and we hear running water. I said, "What is that, man?" And I'm talking, it sounded like a waterfall, right? So we look around, we end up going down to the basement, and the whole basement was just flooded. There was just water gushing, it's like 4 or 5 water lines just running, like they had to be, 5/8 inch water lines just running to service this apartment building. And in the center is just this one drain, and it's all just swirling around this drain. And I'm telling you, if there had been like one rag or anything on that floor that clogged that drain, the whole building, would have probably been coming out the windows in the basement, the egress windows. So we called the water department, and we say, "Look, we got to get this shut off. Can you guys come out and do a shut off for us?" And they tell us, "Well, no, you need a final meter reading, And we say, "Well, I don't think you can do that. Can you just come out and shut the water? It's an emergency. Can you come out and shut the water off at the street?" No. You need a meter reading. You need a meter. I said, "Look, it's not going to work." And I go, "What? Listen, you need a meter reading to shut the water off." And we're like, "Look, I'm telling you, that's not going to happen because they stole all the meters. Somebody had gone into the building and cut the water lines over the meters and stole all 5 meters in the building, and the water was just running." And I wish I had pictures of it. To this day, because I can't remember. We had them at one point, but we lost them. And so anyway, the water department was like, "Well, we'll have to get back to you." And we're saying, "Geez, what are we going to do?" So what we ended up doing, and this is what you should do in this case, when you have an exigent fire life safety issue, you can call the fire department. You call the fire department, you tell them there's an emergency at this property, the water's running, and we can't get it shut off. We need to shut off at the street, and the fire department will actually come out and do it because they have the authority and the ability to do it. So anyway, that's the time that we found a river in the basement in that abandoned building in Newark. And that's it for now, and I'll be back with another one soon.